NewsX mega exclusive. Nirmala Sitharaman, the Finance Minister of India, has spoken to NewsX's editor-in-chief Rishabh Gulati when asked about the BJP's difference in its economic approach with that of the Congress. She hit out at Rahul Gandhi's X-ray remarks, pointing out that it's not just an ideological difference but an objectionable idea. The Finance Minister has said that the Congress wishes to scan people's wealth and slice it away like vegetables. She further slammed the grand old party, stating that they failed to remove poverty in the 60 years that they ruled India, and now they have set their sights on assessing people's wealth. Well, the interview will play out today at 9 p.m, but before that, let's listen in to this excerpt.
You see an ideological difference. So what is the difference? Because other than my taxable income, which is the business of government, I don't think anybody, especially in the middle class, wants to discuss even with their neighbors what their assets are rather than see an X-ray. So is there an ideological difference when it comes to X-ray and redistribution?
I'm not sure if I'll call it even as an ideological difference. It's objectionable. How does Government of India get the authority to X-ray or scan how much you're earning when earning is permitted per law? It's not stealth. It is not exploited income. It is not robbery that middle class has done to earn something and later be told that's rob the money, so I'm going to take it away from you. This approach is going in that direction, that I'll scan how much wealth you have and then I'll take away, like, slicing off one portion of a vegetable or something and say I'm going to do something with it. It's objectionable. By law, people can earn, make profits, save some money, buy assets, hold wealth, and if anything, pass the wealth on to their children or to their progeny or to anybody else.
At the Gandhi science comments which sparked the row.
जाति जनगणना सिर्फ कास्ट सर्वे है, वो जाति का सर्वे है, मगर उसमें हम इकोनॉमिक और इंस्टीट्यूशनल सर्वे भी जोड़ेंगे। मतलब क्या होगा? देश को पता लग जाएगा कि इस जात में इतने लोग हैं।
Dharinder Teyal, BJP spokesperson, is joining us live. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, Congress spokesperson, is live with us as well. Sumit Peer, political analyst, is also joining the broadcast. Manasvi Thapar, political analyst, is also live with us on the program. Pooja Tripathi, let me begin with you first. The Finance Minister, Nirmala Sitharaman, raising strong objection to Congress Party's plans to survey, do an X-ray on the middle class and on poor Indians' wealth. She has claimed that you did nothing to end poverty in the 60 years you were in power, and now you want to go into details of people's wealth. You want to find out and try and interfere in the assessment of people's incomes and wealth. Your response?
Tell Nirmala Sitharaman ji to read out less from the WhatsApp forwards and Prime Minister's lies from his political speeches and read out actual manifesto that Congress has brought out. We'll be happy to send her. Where nowhere we have mentioned inheritance tax. When Rahul Gandhi says in doing an X-ray of the country, he meant the socio-economic caste census. I want to put forward a few questions to Nirmala Sitharaman. First of all, we don't mention inheritance tax anywhere, of which Jain Sinha and Jaitley ji were strong proponents, as we hear it. Second is when she claims that people were not brought out of the poverty, the UPA era, the 10 years UPA era, forget 60 years of government, the 10 years of UPA era pulled out 271 million people out of the poverty. And when they claim, when Prime Minister Modi or other frontline leaders of Bharatiya Janata Party claim from the political platform that they are giving free rations, I remember this is the same Nirmala Sitharaman ji who was, scolding a collector in Andhra Pradesh, if I may be corrected, saying कि अगर राशन के बैग में मोदी जी की फोटो नहीं है तो लोगों को कैसे पता चलेगा? So from a right to food, they have resorted to free ration, and now they are claiming कि हमने poverty के लिए कुछ नहीं किया. This is the same Nirmala Sitharaman government who called the Narega as monument of UPS failures, which came handy during the pandemic, and now they have created a budget cut out of the same Narega. this is the same Nirmala Sitharamanji who has not outlined. I'm sure I'll be watching the interview at 9 p.m. I guess it's aired on NewsX. But I'm sure she does not has any institutional measures to curb the staggering high unemployment that the country has witnessed in the last 45 years. She has nothing to say on the inflation, the back-breaking inflation that's breaking us. She has nothing to say that why the cut in the prices of crude oil is not being transferred to the public, why we are compelled to shell out 100 rupees, 110 rupees for petrol and diesel. Nirmala Sitharamanji's report card as finance minister stands on GDP. GDP is government inclusion, and D is demographic betrayal when they have betrayed the whole youth of the country, creating a jobless growth. And P is poverty and extreme inequality. Today, when 10% of the population own 40% of assets and 98 crore people own assets akin to, somewhere around 27.31 crore of wealth, this inequality, this staggering inequality is what we are trying to address through our manifesto. I request Nirmala ji to read the manifesto, but I'm sure as she's allergic to onions and garlic, she's allergic to any reformative measures in the Indian economy. They just know how to waive off 14,000 crore loans for corporate, and they are that's why when they say sabka saath, sabka vikas, they are not able to question why every year two farmers and one youth commit suicide. And when I remember in the interim budget when she laid out, she said it stands for the holy trinity of democracy, diversity, and I'm forgetting the third D. So when two of the opposition chief ministers are in jail and 96% of ED raids happen on opposition minister, democracy is itself out of the tracks. When we saw a viral video, Uday, yesterday when a Muslim man actually broke down on national television saying कि हमारा भी मुल्क है, हम क्यों जाएं पाकिस्तान, हम यहीं दफन हुए थे, हमारे बच्चे यहीं दफन हुए थे. So the diverse, the lines, the lines of the cracks that you have got in the society. When Prime Minister addresses the Muslim population from the political speeches saying घुसपैठ किया, बच्चा पैदा करने की machine. When he rakes up vote jihad versus Ram Mandir, when he said Bab Tala laga denge.
Okay, Darinder Tayal, respond to that. Darinder Tayal, respond to that. The Congress, of course, claiming that PM and FM are relying on WhatsApp University and their attacks on the Congress party. She is saying that this is not there in their manifesto and absolutely not true. Your response?
So firstly, she started from the inheritance tax that is not there in our manifesto. So now when Sam Pitroda comes and talks about it, so where does that come from? And now when that is happening, once inner secret is Sam Pitroda has not been voted out because of what he said. He's been voted out because he let out the secrets of Congress. The most hidden secrets have been let out. This was what they were intending to do. Now that poor fellow, not knowing what to say, he let it all out in public, and that is the reason they had to vote him out. So let's understand that. So second, she says, no, it is we never spoken of anything like that. It's a socio-economic census, her words. And the words of our leader, we will do an X-ray. We will redistribute the wealth. Now, let's understand this. If I have to redistribute the wealth, first I have to know how much is with whom, so that how much I take from whom and how much I give to somebody. Which means, end of the day, every penny, every dangle, we've got 21,000 tons of gold, which our mothers and our sisters and our wives have kept with themselves, pinching penny by penny. Now, he wants an account of that. Where is it? I want to know, because only then you can redistribute wealth. You cannot generally say, मैंने लुटा दिया, लेकर के चले जाओ. That, under a fancy name, no, we're talking about a socio-economic census. We're not even talking about how much to who. He's saying what we'll do in the socio-economic census, we will say which caste has how much. So now India is going to get money by the castes. So each caste must have equal. I mean, what kind of a thought process is that? So and they say, no, X-ray didn't mean that. What does an X-ray mean? And how do you redistribute wealth without knowing what it is about? Then she says, oh, we gave a fantastic economy. Yes, a fragile economy was given to us, which we raised to the top 5. So let's understand how they ruined the economy. And she was talking about the Muslim person, he was crying. And these are the people. Manmohan Singh came right out and said minorities have the first right on the resources of the country, and within that the Muslims have it. Chidambaram, the B.R. Ambedkar said we are not going to do any reservations on the basis of religion. And Congress has tried to do that in Andhra. They got the whip from the court. They then tried to do it again in Karnataka. Again, they were hauled up. Every time they've been trying to take the rights away of the backward classes so that somehow they can do their politics of divide and rule. I mean, I can understand that was the legacy because it was founded by a Britisher and their leader was an Anglophile. So divide and rule is the only thing that they literally understand. Then she spoke of, and I'm replying point by point. She spoke of that, okay, unemployment, huge unemployment, fantastic unemployment in the country. What figures? The country is growing at 6.7%. Roughly. Okay, let me take 6.5%. We are a 3.7 trillion economy, which means additional production of about 204 lakh crores. Who produced it? If there were no jobs, suddenly production went up, productivity went up. I'm giving data. This is data here. Inflation, fantastic inflation. We are the least inflation in the world. In the most extreme circumstances, we are the country that the whole world is looking to. What is India doing? And we've been able to bring down, with all the measures, we've been able to bring it down. Crude, she spoke of crude. Now, crude, everybody, every single child in this country knows that if a situation like the one in Russia and Ukraine had happened during UPA time, they would have fallen on their knees. And here was one India which said, look, your war is your war, but the interest of my people come first. If I get cheaper oil from Russia, I will take it. Right? That is the way this country stands now. It does not cover behind and stand behind the President of America as if in most a slavish manner. Today, you deal with everybody at par. So, Rajiv Gandhi, he came and said, मैं आपको 1 रुपया भेजता हूँ, 15 पैसे पहुंचते हैं. 85 paisa was going to the Congress, obviously. Today, Mr. Modi brings in DBT. DBT is what now they want to depend on. He brings in DBT.
Okay.
जब 1 रुपया जाता है, 1 रुपया पूरे का पूरा.
Manasvi Thapar, you're hearing this war of words between the BJP and the Congress. What is your take on this charge? It's not stemming from, out of thin air. It's Sam Petroda, a congressman who stirred the debate, says the BJP. The Congress says it's false. They have no plans to do it. But Nirmala Sitharaman now coming out and saying it's a serious issue. If the main opposition party is threatening to scan people's wealth and take some of it away if they come back to power.
The reality is it is not a serious issue. Nirmala ji also knows about it. And also Congress has not told about it. Congress has been in power since independence. They could have done that if they were so serious about it, but they have never thought of it. It's only Sam Petroda's idea. And also it's not economically viable for our country. We are one of the largest tax-paying nations, and then there is an inheritance tax which can come out, and it's no government could even mess out in this particular situation. It is his idea of things, and he's sitting there in America and trying to make statements, and Congress does not take him seriously. It was his relation with Rajiv Gandhi and the relation with the Congress family, the first family of Congress, but the Congress members don't take him seriously. It is only the BJP, and it suits BJP, and there's no doubt about it. So if he's speaking something and then it suits the ideology in a political hot plot right now happening in this country, it is all the more political to speak. I don't think Nirmala ji also knows that he was not serious. Congress does not take him seriously, and this was just a comment made in an interview which does not matter to that interviewer also, to that country also, to our country also. But this becomes a political hot plot. Why? Because it's a political, and BJP wants to pull it out. Why? Because this will touch the sentiments of the middle
Okay,
class.
Pooja Tripathi coming back in, then I'm going to Sumit Veer. Yes, Pooja.
So, my esteemed panelist, I also made some points, Uday, to be very precise, because he was, going on and coming to the Sam Petroda's statement first. Sam Pitrodadi put his own personal statement on inheritance tax, which Congress has distanced itself and he is no longer part of Congress. Can BJP return the same favor to Brijbhushan Sharan Singh, whose charges has been framed yesterday by Delhi court? Will he be thrown out of the party? Give me an answer right now. Now he has only gone on record says मैं लड़ूं मेरा बेटा लड़ूं क्या फर्क पड़ता है. So will the BJP return the same? And please let me remind you, Nirmala ji said few days back he has not been convicted. So anyone can run the election, anyone can have an allegation. Now the charges has been framed and serious charges of molesting our women wrestlers. Will BJP throw out the same favor that Sam Pitrodadi has resigned? When he said
No, but he's not contesting. So what does he resign from?
He has resigned from the primary member, the overseas chairman, chef of the Congress.
Yes, he has a post. He's not been thrown out of your party, has he?
But he is not with the party and he's not a manifesto committee. He's not the star campaigner. He is nobody who holds a say on the manifesto that what we bring out in the public. But here we are talking about Brijbhushan Sharan Singh's son, who is a legit Lok Sabha candidate from Kota, and the charges have been framed, but they will not throw them out of the party. They will not distance
Okay. Sumit Peer, come back in here. Sumit Peer has not spoken at all. Manasvi, I know you want to come back in, but let's allow Mr. Peer as well. He's not spoken at all. Sumit Peer, the border birds, of course, continuing the Congress again re-emphasizing that Sam Pitroda is a non-entity, even though he was holding a very important post, that is the overseas Congress chief, who was coordinating for Mr. Rahul Gandhi and other leaders whenever they would go abroad. But still, the Congress believes now that he's a non-entity because, he shot himself in his foot with these comments. But Nirmala Sitharaman, of course, claiming that this is reflective of a mindset. Obviously, if Mr. Pitroda makes the remarks, who's an ideologue of the party, it means that this is the ideology of the party, vis-a-vis the middle class, vis-a-vis the poor, vis-a-vis the aspirational Indian. Sumit.
Thank you very much for having me on your show. In fact, first of all, I would like to begin with, Pooja ji was just mentioning that Brijbhushan Sharan should be thrown out of the party because he has got some charge sheet filed against him. Now, you're all the top leaders on bail. When are you cancelling them? When are you throwing them out of the party?
Serious cases of sexual abuse. Please don't dilute the cases of molestation and abuse.
Pooja ji, don't intervene now. No, when you Rahul Gandhi,
but don't dilute the cases of sexual violence and abuse.
Sonia Gandhi out of the party. Is Rahul
issue of women's security. You hold a responsible position as a political analyst.
You want to resign, but Rahul Gandhi is on bail. He's holier than thou. Sonia Gandhi is holier than thou because they are your Gandhi Parivar, right?
Don't compare the two crimes. This is a serious.
But rules are the same. Charity begins at home. Throw Rahul Gandhi out of the party. Do you have the courage to stay on national TV? I will throw Rahul Gandhi out of the party and Sonia Gandhi out of the party. Then start.
Don't dilute from a issue of women's security, please.
Don't start giving sermons to people on the national TV. Don't start giving sermons to people on the national TV. Charity begins at home. When is Rahul Gandhi thrown out? When is Sonia Gandhi thrown out?
You please don't dilute when it comes to women's security.
I'll come to the next part of it. Regarding Sam Pitroda, Uday, you see, he was considered to be the political guru of Rahul Gandhi. He was everywhere. I am telling you, Sam Pitroda is the tester. You know, electrician carries a tester and checks the current kahan aata. He is that tester. Today, the things have gone favor. They are trying to distance himself. In fact, it is the continuous process. If you look, Rahul Gandhi was talking about Jatigat Janaganna, X-ray of the wealth. Then we will see कौन सी will do a Jatigat Janagana. I'll know which country, which Jati is providing how much to the GST. Then after that, I'll say, I have मेरे 50% लोग हैं, तो मेरा हिस्सा लाओ. That is again redistribution of the wealth, which he clearly mentioned. Now then again, north-south divide, east-west divide. What was Sam Pitroda doing? He was again doing what Rahul Gandhi missed on. Okay, North Indians look like whites, East Indians look like Chinese, West Indian looks like Arabs, and South Indian look like, Africans.
Yes.
So trying their best to ferment that north-south divide the Hindus, divide the society, divide at any cost. I want to ask one pertinent question today. Rahul Gandhi and all is interested in Jatigat Janaganna, kisne kitna contribute kiya, GST kitna diya. So kya Congress will have the courage ever to do a survey between Hindus and Muslims? What is the Muslim contribution to the society and how much is the Hindu? How much of taxes are Hindus paying and how much are Muslims paying? How much GST is coming from Hindus and how much it is coming from Muslims? They will never do it because that is their vote bank. Why they are doing that, Uday? They will ask me a question. They are doing that. They know if they fall below 40 seats this time, they will not even remain a national party.
Okay.
So in a national party, Uday, they are clutching to the straws. They want to do Muslim appeasement at any cost. They, kitab or hijab, everything what is there, that is to take away the wealth from the middle class and distribute to the people so that they can get vote. Why they are only after the Hindus? After the middle class, why didn't they go to the Ram Mandir? Why were they?
So there is credibility, you believe, to where the PM and the FM are coming from. Sumit, stay with us. Yes, Manasvi Thapar, go ahead now. Make your point.
See, what I am seeing this here is that everyone is trying to corner Pooja ji on Sam Pitroda, but with the same understanding, my only question what comes to my mind is Subramaniam Swamy. Why is no one talking about Subramaniam Swamy? He's been attacking the Prime Minister on China issue. He's been attacking the Prime Minister on the economy issue, and he's the senior most leader of the BJP. And the same Subramaniam Swamy, when he put,
so you should advise Mallikarjun. No, you should advise Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi to raise this in their speeches. Why aren't they raising it? Manasvi Thapar, why aren't they raising it?
Uday, let me speak now. Let me speak. My question is to the BJP spokesperson and not to Sumit Bhai also there. So my only question is Sam Pitroda.
No, my counter question to you is, you're saying why aren't we raking up Subramaniam Swamy? Why isn't Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi talking about it? If the PM and FM are talking about Sam Pitroda and Manish Shankar Iyer, why isn't the opposition following your strategy?
Uday, I speak 7 minutes. Give me that uninterrupted 1 minute. I'm not asking more. So my only question what comes to my mind is that people in a democratic setup, in a democratic political parties like BJP and Congress make statements, but parties do distance, believe in silence. They don't speak about it. Similarly, Congress has distanced itself from Sam Pitroda. So now your question is very valid. What is the problem with the Congress here is they cannot pick and choose Subramaniam Swamy and attack BJP. Their presentation and perception against BJP is not that well connected with what...
Let's come back now to another big issue. Let's come back now to another big issue here. Because this is the finance minister's interview and, obviously financial issues have been discussed. The fact also is that a financial vision has also been given. Clearly, the BJP showcasing their economic vision, and they believe that the Congress's vision is, not for the middle class, where they're actually looking at an X-ray on the nation's wealth, on the middle class's wealth, looking at slicing away some of it like vegetables. So they're saying for the middle class, it's two visions, two ideologies to decide on which economic vision they actually agree with and which they don't.
So the issue is that Congress actually has no idea of economics at all. I mean, they got Manmohan Singh. The country was ecstatic that this is a man who knows, who understands. It only turned out to be, whatever was there in the textbooks. The actual implementation has come with the NDA government coming in. Simple. When you are even on something like, while they are saying we distanced ourselves, 7 times they've distanced themselves from Sam Pitroda. Why did they not boot him out when he said 6? जो हुआ सो हुआ पुलवामा बताओ कैसे हुआ they should have booted him out then to continue. I agree 100% with Sumit when he says he is the test marketer. एक चीज बाजार में फेंको, see how it responds. If it clicks, we pick it up. Otherwise, we say we distance ourselves. 7 times you distance yourself. So we are a savings economy. Let's understand. US is a consumption economy. You cannot lift that and put it here. But the masters of Congress reside in China. They are the Maoists at the same time in the US. So they have to toe these lines that catering to their masters. And talking about, what these people have been, she's saying, going all over the countryside. You're very right. It is the interview of the finance minister. It is an economic issue. But Dr. Pooja, not having anything relevant to say, suddenly goes off on a tangent somewhere. Now, when Sumit replies to her, she says, no. I want to...
Okay, I'm running out of time. Pooja Tripathi, 30 seconds. Pooja Tripathi, your response. Go ahead.
My response, my esteemed panelist, was talking about the saving. We are a savings economy. So why are we at the lowest savings since last 50 years at just 11.5% of GDP and now at 5.1% of GDP? Can my esteemed panelist answer
Last word, Sumit Peet.
Decision to the middle class. Is she bringing out middle class out of the poverty? She is pulling out middle class into the poverty slab.
Sumit.
Both of them.
Pooja ji, let me answer you a couple of things. First of all,
give me the facts from ministry.
Google it. Google a date, 13 November 2013. The food inflation was 23%, it is 5.42%.
Tell me why are savings at 50 years low? Tell me this.
Yeah, but let me talk.
Okay, we've run out of time. My thanks to all of our guests for joining us. We'll, of course, keep this build-up on through the evening as we, of course, count down to that big exclusive interview at 9 p.m. for the time being. My thanks to all of our guests for joining us.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.